Hey posers, this is Grumpy Cheeto coming to you to weigh in on ECW. You know, it's been a long time since I watched ECW, probably a couple months, and I decided tonight that I would sit down and watch it. And I thought tonight's show was pretty good. You had 3 matches on the card that were pretty decent. Well, I take that back. You had 1 squash match and 2 decent matches, which in my book, that actually works out pretty well for an hour-long show. But they kicked off the show with something I never thought I'd see on ECW, is the Abraham Washington show. Now, I'll tell you guys what. The Abraham Washington show was like Letterman and Obama. It was Sheamus and Abraham Washington, whatever his name is, man. And I'll tell you what, the guy was kind of funny, but the best part was Tony Atlas laughing at everything in the background. Nothing that was funny. He just laughed. I mean, like, K-Ross said something, it would have laughed. I was marking out for that. But anyway, yeah, good little segment to building up the feud between Sheamus and Shelton. We'll see if Shelton works out as a good face again. We'll see. I mean, you know, Shelton's like the ultimate face-heel mix combo. But let's go on to the first match. Yoshitatsu versus Paul Burchill and his sister Katie Lee Burchill. Well, Katie Lee was not in the match, but this was a good brawler versus cruiserweight matchup. I'll tell you what, that Yoshitatsu, I was impressed. I was like watching Tajiri all over again, you know? So let's hope that he can do better in his career than Tajiri. Or Funaki, for that matter. Paul Burchill did his normal British brawling style as normal. And, you know, it was just a great back and forth match with Yoshitatsu pulling off a Tajiri kick to the head for the win. Next up, we go to the back with a promo from Zack Ryder. And you know what? I'll tell you what. This is the first time I've really seen Zack Ryder pull a promo. And I saw a little bit of the game Triple H and Jericho in this guy. You keep this guy going, you keep pushing this guy, he might turn out alright. Alright. So, let's go to the squash match of the night, which usually involves either Ezekiel Jackson or Vladimir Coleslaw. Now, but tonight, we get 2 for the price of 1, because this is a tag team squash match, which is even better, because you get to see more mayhem and blood, except this match pretty much sucked. I mean, it was a squash match. You know, 2 jobber no-names, you know, kind of like Chimera or something in there, I don't know. But, you know, stupid match. Jackson goes for the Uranagi for the win, and then Koslov got a spine buster off afterward. Yeah, whatever. Alright, then we go to the main event, where it's Zack Ryder, which, you know it, versus Christian. Now, the ECW Championship's on the line for this match, and I'll tell you what, this was a really good match. Because, you know what, dude? I mean, you gotta love a guy who has enough balls to walk out with half underwear tights and then half long tights. You know, the guy's got some stones. No one's gonna like that, but hey, he still does it. He still gets #1 contenderships. Anyway, so the thing kicked off with a nice start. Big slap spot Christian in the face of Zack Ryder to get him woke up. But I'll tell you what, throughout this match, I saw Ryder bring it. There was some great work in this match. I mean, all out. We saw some great back and forth action. We saw Zack Ryder control the first half of the match. Christian coming back with his pinnacle of offense, or whatever the Josh Matthews, Michael Cole Jr. calls it. And, you know, towards the end, you had some great groundwork by Zack Ryder with that leg vice with the rear choke. And then Christian mounting him and trying to beat him up. But towards the end, Christian retakes the lead. And after a lot of reversals on each other's trademark and finishing moves, finally, the kill switch and the 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, Mr. Woo Woo Woo, you know it, did not win tonight. But I'll tell you what, he is coming along, ladies and gentlemen. And Zack Ryder is going to be the future of the WWE. That's all I got for you right now. My name is Grumpy Cheeto, and I am